So let's talk about our major scale. And we're going to try to keep this short and to the point. This is not a music theory video. For you to know a few things about where the notes are on the guitar is always going to be helpful. To know that there is a half step between the third and the fourth, and a half step between the seventh and the eighth. That is helpful because that tells you where you skip a fret and where you just go to the next one. But in truth, if you just want to memorize a pattern for now, that's going to help. That will take care of some of the fretboard. And we'll start on C, and we'll just go from there. So to begin with, well, let's get a close-up. So for C major, or well, actually, for any key you're going to play in, you need to know what your root note is, the first note of your scale. We're going to choose the third fret on our fifth string. That is a C. And we will, for the first octave, keep one finger per fret. So index, second, third, and fourth fingers, right? So skip a fret to the second. So I'll go from middle finger to pinky finger, 3 and 5 on the fifth string. On the fourth string, I will play frets 2, 3, and 5 for the E, F, and G of my C major scale. On the third string, I will play frets 2, 4, and 5. And that's my whole octave. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Or in terms of steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, this C right here that I'm playing with my pinky on the fifth fret of the third string is going to be not just the end of one octave, but the beginning of another. So once I play that, I'm ready to transition up to the next string, and I need to shift my hand a little bit. So I'm going to put my index finger on the third fret of the second string. So I'll go from my C root note to D, a whole step up to E, a half step up to F. So on the second string, that is frets 3, 5, and 6. Index finger goes back to fret 3 on string 1. Then I will go up. I'll just slide my finger up 2 frets to go from my G to my A. Then I will use my third finger to play a B on the 7th fret and my fourth finger to play another C on the 8th fret of my first string. So if I put those two octaves together, string 5 I have 3, 5, string 4 I have 2, 3, 5, string 3 I have 2, 4, 5, second string I have 3, 5, 6, first string I have 3, 5, 7, 8. And then we just reverse that. And that pattern will stay the same regardless of which fret I start on. Which fret I start on is obviously going to change the key or the pitch. So if I go up 2 frets, that gives me D. If I go up 2 more frets, that gives me E, beginning on the 7th fret of my 5th string. So that is the major scale beginning with our root note on our 5th string. If we want to change that, so our root note is on our 6th string, some of our pattern will stay the same. In this instance, I'll begin with my second finger on my 5th fret, then I will put my pinky on my 2nd fret. I will put my index finger on my 5th string this time on the 4th, half step, so that my second finger is on the 5th fret of my 5th string, and then pinky finger, 7th fret. On my 4th string, I will go 4, 6, 7. So my first octave goes string 6, frets 5 and 7. String 5, 4, 5, and 7. String 4, I have frets 4, 6, and 7. That is my root note, which means it's also the beginning of my next octave. So that is my first, then index finger, 4th fret of my 3rd string. 3rd finger goes to the 6th fret of that 3rd string, followed by my pinky on the 7th fret of that 3rd string. On fret 2, I will play frets 5 and 7, And on string 1, I will play frets 4 and 5. And then do the same thing all the way down. So that goes A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. My 6th string root note over 2 octaves, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 4, 6, 7, 4, 6, 7, 5, 7, 4, 5. Now, just as on string 5, if I move up and down the neck, the same thing happens on string 6. So if this is my A, my root note, the key of A, again, if I go up 1 step or 2 frets, that is the key of B. Same pattern. There are a lot of patterns on the guitar. It's one of the things that makes it a super interesting instrument to me. I do think it's important at some point in your journey down the road with this instrument to figure out where the notes are up and down the neck and where you can play those different scales, because they do have different purposes in different contexts. When and how you get there is totally unique to every individual player. As I always say, the most important thing is to practice and have fun.